Good afternoon and welcome to Nora's Dog Training Company. We're here this afternoon with Rich and Mr. T, and what we're going to be demonstrating for you today on video is his ability to understand and respond to his obedience commands, the correction and the motivations that we give the dogs when we're working with them, and the training equipment that we're using. Rich is using a regular 6-foot web training leash, and he keeps the bulk of that leash folded in his right hand. That leaves the left hand free to give the correction, and the correction that we give here at school is a tug and let go on the training collar, and that is the second piece of equipment that we're using. We've traded in his harness for a shiny new training collar, and you'll be taught how to use that properly during your follow-up training session. Now T is sitting very nicely at Rich's left, which is where all of our obedience training is done. And the first exercise that we're going to demonstrate for you is heeling. The command is T heel. At this point, T has a job to do, and his job is to stay even with your left leg, not forging ahead or forging out, matching pace with you, and each time that you stop your feet, he's been taught to sit automatically without being told to wait for his next command. So when you're walking in the neighborhood, he should be right with you, not dragging you, and when you stop to cross traffic, he should be sitting nicely at your left to wait for his next command. And the next command that Rich is demonstrating is the stay. The stay is a hand and a voice command, and it should be practiced in your home as well as out on the street. It helps to develop self-control. When Rich returns back to him, he walks all the way around him as an additional distraction, ending up back at heel position, and all of your commands start and stop at heel. If he doesn't sit right away, you tell him no sit. He is a little slow because he is such a big dog that we do give them, a little bit of leeway with how speedy they are with their commands, because the larger the dog, usually the slower they are. Rich will leave him again in another sit stay. Excuse me. Walks out to the end of his training leash. Now he's going to demonstrate the recall or the come on command. Calls him in, and Mr. T should come in, sit right in front facing your knees. That eliminates any jumping behavior, and then he goes back to heel position and back sitting. Rich is talking to him, motivating him, keeping him up, keeping him paying attention.
Stay.
He leaves him again in another sit stay. And he's going to use his name and call him right in.
Mr. T, come. Good boy.
Now he wasn't really paying attention, so you saw Rich gave him a little tug on his training collar to get him back focused on him. Now we're going to demonstrate the down commands, and these are not T's favorite. And with a dominant male, they're never their favorite command because you're putting your dog into a submissive posture.
Down.
Rich takes the open flat of his palm straight down toward the ground and the one-word firm command to down.
No.
Now he got up,
Down.
so Rich goes back and makes him repeat it
Stay.
until he does it correctly. Your long down stay, again, should be practiced indoors as well as outdoors. When Rich returns back to him, he walks all the way around him again as an additional distraction. And that's a lot of trust on Mr. T's part to allow Rich to walk behind him, because a lot of dogs won't allow that. And now Rich will demonstrate our down from a distance. So with your dog seated at your left, he leaves him in a stay. He walks out in front of him.
Down. No. Down.
Gives the down command from in front of him and leaves him in a stay. And that is your down from a distance. Now we have worked Mr. T in a lot of situations around other dogs, and one of the things that we have noticed about him is that a lot of his reaction depends on whether or not the other dog reacts. So if the other dog reacts in an aggressive or in a playful manner, he gets amped up. And if the other dog ignores him, then he's a little bit timid. So it's a little bit weird how he exhibits, depending on the other dog. But we're going to be here to coach you and help you. Rich will be teaching your lesson on Sunday. We've enjoyed having Mr. T, and he's come a long way. And thank you for choosing Nora's Dog Training Company.